Hi Taurus, welcome to your June 2017 Astro Tarot forecast. My name is Charlotte from Astrology.com, and today I'll be doing things a little bit differently. I'm going to do two different readings, so if the first reading doesn't resonate with you, maybe the second one will. And I'm also going to be intuiting the readings, not just reading the cards. So what I see here first is the underlying emotional energy that I have laid out with the oracle cards. And I can see that for some of you, you're going to be feeling almost like you're left out of certain situations. I think you're also going to be having a lot of fun. So maybe if you aren't able to attend something that you thought you were going to attend, all of a sudden there's some sort of new emotional situation that really lifts you out of that feeling like you are alone in some way. Now let's see what the tarot cards have to say. Some of you are also going to be attending celebrations this month, and I think a lot of you are really ready to get your summer break started. You're ready to really grab hold of all the opportunities that maybe you had planned for this summer. And for some of you, this is really going to involve children, and for some others of you, this is going to be involving long distance romantic influences, or thinking back to romances from the past here. For some of you, I think maybe there are some older relatives that are involved, maybe some grandparents who are walking in and out of your life in some way. Maybe they're coming for a visit, or maybe this is just older members of your family. For some of you, you're in a process. There is almost like a synchronistic energy here, where you're sort of almost like a butterfly, like flittering here and there, but there's sort of like a method to your madness. It's almost like you really don't know where you want to live, or you aren't ready to really face certain new beginnings in some way, and you're caught up in sort of the fog of your own self-undoing and your own stress and your own pressures. Some of you are burdened down by your jobs, I think, and you're really wanting a new opportunity in your career to unfold. Again, I see some of you really sort of disappointed or disenchanted by some people in your life who are akin to either your children or to you. Again, these could be grandparents, or this could be just celebrations maybe that don't turn out as planned involving children. Or if you have a child who's a Taurus, this could be their perspective that certain celebrations aren't turning out exactly the way that they wanted them to, and there is a feeling of aloneness here. For some of you, again, you're feeling alone related to past romances. For some of you, this is your children feeling alone, and then of course if you have a Taurus child, this is them feeling very alone. It's almost like there's a travel situation, I think, that's coming up by the end of the month, but I don't want to get too far ahead because I want to talk about this up here. This up here is really going to take place around the full moon in Sagittarius, which is going to take place June the 9th. You know, this full moon pretends travel. It's going to bring travel influences to you because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. And this is going to take place in your 8th house, which is about your debt-income ratio. This is about sexuality. This is about how you obsess about certain things. Some of you seem to be obsessed with past relationships over here. For some of you, you're really feeling things at a distance. It's almost like the people that you care about and love are separated from you, and they're at a distance in some way. And that's what I'm picking up from Spirit here. Of course, you do have Pluto in the 9th house there. So this is being changed by certain things that involve publishing, travel, academics, the media, communicating with people at a distance. So I think that there is a waiting period here. I think you're wanting to really celebrate with certain events, but you're having to really wait to do the things that really make you happy. There's something that you can't see that's taking place here that's going to require a lot of hard work, or there's something that's still in the process that's almost finished, but it's not quite there yet. For some of you, this is about a love relationship. Some of you are really planning, I think, on reuniting with a love relationship or wanting to join one at a distance. And you are just there's some conflicts, or there's a need for communication in the area of your relationships, because I think there's a lot of anger. This could involve you. This anger could be stemming from you also. Of course, this could be a male energy, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But I feel like there's almost like this synchronistic feeling of something flowing. Something is being created. A change has been created. A door has been opened here. And it's strange that it's coming around this full moon in Sagittarius, again in your 8th house. So maybe some of you are really able to pick up on the psychic impression or the psychic residue of a relationship that's taking place at a certain location before. I think some of you may even have visitors that are coming up this month that you aren't really ready for. It's almost like you're focused on something else. You're wanting to have a good time. And now that's having to be put off because these visitors are coming in and stirring up certain conflicts related to money, or there's just conflicts in groups, especially with older authority figures. And these could be grandparents. It's like there's an opportunity that comes up this month, but it's not really something you want, and you see it more as an obstacle than an opportunity. Or maybe you've missed an opportunity in some way related to your career or location or lifestyle. For some of you, I think this is going to be involving you're ready to take a vacation and someone is interrupting it or disrupting it in some way. I think you had a vision of how things were going to turn out, and it's being disrupted by events that you just can't foresee at this time. I'm going to try to clarify some of this information before we move on to the second reading. So first I want to ask, what is this waiting period about? And here we have the star. This is about an Aquarian female, or hopes, dreams, and wishes. So if you have an Aquarian female parent or partner in your life, this could be about this person. Something about this person is upside down. Something's not working out well for them, or they could be sick in some way. This could be an older figure also. But again, there's a synchronistic vibe that everything is happening for a reason. For some of you, some family members may be leaving you behind. Maybe someone's been to visit and they're leaving, and this really has you emotional. And you may say things maybe you wanted to go to and you're not able to go. This could be you wanting to visit children at a distance and you're not able to go with these children. There's a sense of feeling left out in some way. So I think that's what you have to watch out for in the first 2 weeks of the month, Taurus. And try not to let your emotions get the better of you. Again, there's some explosive energies that have to do with home and family. And so that is the construction here. That word just came to me, the construction. Maybe some of you are working on constructive projects with the home. And that's just what you're sort of having to balance the money here. Or maybe you just need a new perspective related to this situation that has you feeling very frustrated. There's a point of 9 months, of 9 of something. I think that it's going to take to offer you freedom in some area. The 8 of Swords is here reversed. I think some of you are going to be unbound, but it's going to take a while to get there. This is something that is just beginning. And again, it may take 9 months or 9 weeks, something like that. See about this missed opportunity. Now we have the Knight of Cups over here, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Now Scorpio is a natural partner to Taurus, so this could be your parent or a partner situation here. But this person is coming in to offer love. It just almost seems like you don't really want that. That's not like what you imagined or the person that you imagined or the way that it would happen. Some of you, this could be you who is in love, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn male, or especially you, Taurus, it could be. But I feel like this is the person maybe you're squabbling with. This can also be a grandparent, an older male. This could be the person that you're squabbling with in relation to love, where you feel like this person is not treating you fairly, or you just really do not care for the opportunities that this person is offering. And it seems like there is, the squabbling is over a payment of money. This could be a smaller payment, but there's an imbalance between giving and receiving. And we have that here too. So this could also take place around the new moon. There's a new moon in Cancer, which is going to be your 11th house of groups, friends, hopes, and dreams on June the 24th. So this situation, this new beginning, this wheel turning of something new being created financially or making a choice is what really has you. It's almost like you're missing family members, or you're feeling very distraught about certain things. And this is bringing about this angry or volatile energy that's coming up, where you're just wanting to sink back into your family and relax. For some of you, this is going to be someone who may be sick in your family, or it could be you coming down with a cold or something like that. And what Spirit has to say here is there's something that's happening, there's a conflict that's happening within a group of people. And I think it is related to home and family and people showing up that you're not really wanting to invite into the home, or you're wishing they would go away, or someone has gone away from you and your family and you're feeling very sad and left out. And it's saying that is the energy of the month, and that is what's happening for a reason. Some of you are heavily focused on your thoughts and your spirit reaching out to this person who may be related to your work. Now, this could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And this person is usually a loving individual. They are prone to eating and drinking too much. But this is the overview of the month. And this is about maybe spending time in nature with this person, or maybe this person is really sort of the outcast for the month, or this is the disruptive energy for the month. We'll see. But it seems like there's a victory involving this person. There is a lack of money involved here. There's just a situation in which you need to really move forward, I think, with this person. I think there is a victory to be had. For some of you, this may be you trying to build a relationship with this person at a distance. Definitely, that's what it could be. Taurus, I just drew some more cards here. Just laid some more cards out. Sorry, I was interrupted by a phone call right quick. But I do want to say that towards the end of the month, it seems like this solitude or this missing someone is interrupted suddenly. And this could be as a result of a message coming in very quickly in regard to an old past relationship, but it could also involve a relationship that has to do with children. And so we have, it's almost like the Page of Cups is reversed over the King of Swords. So this could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra male, or also an authority figure related to legalities or academics in a certain way. And this person is coming in very quickly, without regard to your feelings, and they have a message for you. I just don't know if it's the message that you want to hear. So I'm going to try to really pick on that right quick before we move on to the second part of the reading. Okay, for some of you, I feel like there are a couple of other females involved. One could be an elderly female, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. The other one is more of a nurturing mother female. And it seems like there's some disruption about a travel or journey, or maybe someone's coming home, but I feel like more like there is an influence of manipulation here in some way, where it's almost like this person is trying everything to get their way. They want what's owed to them, or not what's owed to them, but everything that they've worked hard for. They want it to be recognized. I think they've spent a lot of time trying to emotionally trigger this situation, is the word that comes to mind. And this is asking for you. Here we have solitude upside down. Here we have the Hermit really here withdrawing into themselves, waiting on enlightenment. You need spiritual guidance in this area. So I'm going to ask, what is the spiritual guidance related to this situation. So I feel like this is a healing process. Perhaps this air sign, a male, is sick. This is happening very quickly. Or else that someone has tried everything to work with this person's health. And it's not working, and they're sick and they need to be hospitalized for some reason. So keep that in mind, Taurus. I'm going to move on to your second reading. Okay, Taurus, so what I see here in this reading, again, is a sense of dissatisfaction, of being it's almost like a redundant energy that's taking place here, where you're waiting, you're feeling alone, you're really, feeling a little bit of depression. You were wanting to go off on your own path, or go off on this celebratory journey, and you just weren't able to. There's also a need here for you to really expect more. I think you need to expect more from people, or let people know how you are feeling, that you need more from other people than what is being offered. Also, but contradictory to that influence is a example here for you to really appreciate what you have. So maybe it's that you are feeling, very boisterous, or in the beginning of the month, or you're really like ready to spread your wings and go out on this journey in some way, and you're like, yes, this is what I'm going to do, that's what I'm going to do, it's going to be so great. And then all of a sudden plans fall through because of issues related to money, or certain situations where there are conflicts with groups of people, or I really feel like this is financially related. There's an older male here who seems to be in the heart of the conflict this month. Again, this could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. This person could be related to academics. He could also be related to money. And this may be the authority figure that's saying, they seem to be in charge of a certain situation. It's almost like you aren't in control, and you're feeling very defeated in some way. You're not able to really feel like you can be who you want to be because you feel very suppressed by an older male figure. And there is a heartbreak involving a mother figure. It seems like there's a conflict in groups. And this could relate to messages that come very quickly, perhaps from air signs, Aquarius, a Libra, or Gemini. But this doesn't seem to be resonating very well with your mother. Also, there's a need to stand up for oneself, to take up for oneself in the midst of emotional manipulation by groups of people, or just a lot of wagging of tongues, people saying certain things, or saying, maybe you don't have enough money, or it's almost like you're viewing people at a distance as this goes on. For some of you, I think you're kind of like prowling the internet, or, stalking people on Facebook a little bit or something here. It's like you're waiting and watching as certain things unfold. Again, I feel like this is about you. For some of you, one group of Tauruses are really wanting to express themselves in the public eye in some way through publishing or contracts, or at a distance. And you seem to just be, you continually are waiting on a person to arrive in your life that gives you some confidence related to your sexuality, or the way you present yourself, or, in thinking that you're special. And maybe this is a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or this could be a leader in your family who's laying down this law. Maybe this is this authoritative person, or there's two authoritative men. And I just feel like these people are, maybe this is who you are stalking online, and you're wanting to express themselves. For one group of you, I think this may be it. But this, for other people, I think this may be related to an authority figure, or a male spouse who maybe is, saying, we need to hold up on the money, we need to wait until we have more money to go on this vacation. Or this is a father figure who's saying, wait, I know you want to do this fun stuff, but we really don't have the money right now, or we need to plan better for the future. And this has you feeling very disappointed in some way. But I think for some of you, this is really about you looking at this water sign male online who could be a past relationship, and you're really longing to include this person in your life, to care for this person, to nurture this person, or maybe there are children involved in this relationship, and you're really wanting to come forward and move forward. Maybe this person is waiting to be divorced, and that's what you're trying to move forward with. If so, I think at the end of June, definitely a decision could be made about this person and moving forward with conflicts related to groups. Maybe this person is getting a divorce, and they're really trying to move forward with their divorce by the end of June. The Hermit is here with a vacation card, and this could be, you moving into the background by the end of the month. And at the end of the month, along that June 24th new moon in Cancer, maybe this is you really trying to finally be able to go out and celebrate, go on a vacation. But it seems like you're just still unhappy with the choices, or you have too many choices, or you're overindulging too much. And again, some of you are really trying to make a decision about this past relationship. For some of you, this is going to be about a child, or you are a child, maybe an older child, young adult, and you're trying to really move out on your own, and there's someone blocking you or preventing you. Some of you are missing someone, and it's like they come home and then you're ready to go on a vacation, or you're waiting for them to go on vacation, and you're just feeling like disappointed, like the person that you want is not with you. I think that's the feeling that I'm getting. So I'm going to ask the Spirit here, Taurus, what is some advice that they might have for you? Because I feel like there's a lot of different scenarios here. We have someone who's waiting on something, someone who's wanting to celebrate, they can't, someone's waiting on someone to return. Some people have unwanted visitors showing up at their house. All of these things, some of you are looking back to an older relationship and really wanting things to be the way they were, or wanting someone in the past who could be in the process of getting a divorce, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And others, you are feeling suppressed by certain Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So let's see how all these karmic relationships are working together, because if you remember in the first reading, this was all a very synchronistic event here. So I'm going to ask, what is the advice for Taurus? What is the advice for Taurus this month? What is the advice? What advice can we get from Taurus? For Taurus, what can we get? I'm getting it. This is divine timing. I love to see this card because it means it's on the way. It's like you know what you want. It's on the way. It's coming. You might have to wait a little bit here. You might not have the money yet, but it's coming. This is you're in the process of learning something right now, and you're going to get your way, and you're going to be able to release the things that are no longer working for you in your life. And I want to ask, what is that is no longer working? What's no longer working for Taurus here? It's new opportunity. Something new is going to happen to rid you from the past. Taurus, is going to bring you up out of it. And I think for some of you, this is going to be a new location. For some of you, this is going to be you willing to take up for yourself when you're being emotionally manipulated in certain situations. And for some of you, I really feel like this is going to affect your mother, or if you are a mother and you're concerned about your children, this is really going to help you. Maybe in July, we have the Aquarius Leo eclipses coming up. And I think for some of you, there is going to be a change in legal situations with travel, internet, publishing, academics. And this is going to really push you forward to a new experience in your life. And it may not always be the easiest experience, Taurus, but I think it's going to fulfill that sense of excitement that you're needing right now. So I wish you the best in the month of June, Taurus. Take care.